Hi, this is Ginger Cook, and today in a very short video I'm going to show you how to take a glazing medium, use it as sort of a blending medium, and just take a few colors and create this fun sort of whimsical abstract, which I call spring rain. All right, and the idea is to do exactly like mine, but I want you to just, sometimes just kind of playing some music, closing your eyes, and just setting a time limit. This is critical. Set a time limit. Whatever you do, do something small. Like I say, we're using these little paramount real canvas sheets, and I'm going to show you how to do this. John and I are traveling. If you're watching this, this is some of our content we wanted to put up while we were gone. Please hit the likes and shares in your comments, and I hope you guys enjoy spring rain. Sometimes it's fun to take leftover canvas, and when I say that, or leftover paint, and maybe just a little piece of canvas. This is from our paramount canvas. We buy this in, I'm going to show you that somewhere. Here, I moved it. I had it right here, and then I moved it, you guys. These are just from Jerry's Artarama. They're real pieces of canvas. I guess you could do this. This is what we call kind of inspirational painting, where I want you to, what I want you to do with this is I want you to just kind of this is like really fast and free. All right, so how you get a canvas like this is that we usually just take whatever's left over on our palette from the day before and just kind of smear it around, do something. So this is sort of random, not that important, but this is basically something. We're starting with something dark blue, okay, and this is fun. And if you do these small ones like this is really good practice. I'm going to show you something about how to use something called glazing medium. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to put a little of that out, and I think I have to, my little lid's clogged, so I'm just going to put a little, about a teaspoon of that out. You can basically pour it out with the lid if you take better care of it than I did. So, all right, you can get that in gloss or matte, all right? And we're just going to, I'm going to show you how to use something like this and just get free. These are called quick paintings. Someone says, I always like to make stuff up, and you know me, I want you to use references, but on the other hand, sometimes it can be useful to just get a little free with something and just relax and say, okay, the outcome of this doesn't really matter. I'm just going to get out a few colors. And I'm going to play, all right? And that's what I'm doing today with you, is I'm just going to get out a few colors, and we're going to just do something kind of like this reminds me of maybe a rain after the spring. And these are sort of what I call figurative abstracts, that they make charming small paintings. I don't know that I would do this giant. Sometimes these are one of the reasons I like small things. Here's a little magenta, that's Golden Glazing Medium. Here's a little phthalo green. We get a little phthalo blue. Not too many colors, something like that, right? See, here's white. Here's, let me just get out all my happy little colors here. I'm just kind of using up my Holbeins. I really like these acrylics, I have to say. Dick Blick kind of sold out of them this month because put them on back order because I had been talking about them. All right, so I've got this little canvas like that, and I've got it painted and dry. So what I want to do now is just take maybe a soft angle brush, and I'm going to dip the brush in just like this. Instead of a wet brush, I'm just dipping it a little bit of the glazing medium, and I'm going to take a little bit of white. Maybe a little bit of phthalo blue. Maybe here I'll put a little bit of green here. Let's take a little phthalo here. Let's just mix a few colors. Okay. All right, so I've got some colors mixed. I might just come up like this, just kind of at a fast angle, and then as I do this, keep changing colors. Maybe put a little white with this. Keep changing colors. Let's put some dark blue. That's kind of fun. Let's see, where I think I had some, I want a little darker blue there than that even. So this is ultramarine, okay? Maybe put a little ultramarine blue like that, and then everything's going up and down. So let's try a little yellow right here next to this, and because everything's staying wet, maybe a little yellow and white. Everything's staying wet, okay? You get a different effect. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to rinse the brush, and then I want to get the white off of it and come back into the glazing medium and the dark blue. Maybe just go over this like that. Look at that. See how you can just play with this before you're trying to do something really massively important, right? Now, I've got, everything's been kind of going down this way. Now what I want to do is put some white going up this way. And I'll show you. I think this is really a pretty idea. I like the idea of this. Here's a little bit of white, right? And I'm going to come up from this direction and lift up. Lift the brush up like that. Just lift up. Down and lift, down and lift, down and lift, okay? That's all I'm doing, okay? And then maybe I'll take some dark and come this way and lift. There we go, just something like that. And I like this, let's get the phthalo blue and the phthalo green and phthalo blue make a really pretty color, and white. Have you ever seen that? That's really pretty. That's a gorgeous color, these two together. And white, let's put some of that color in somewhere. That's pretty, okay? So then what I'm going to do is, now this is the fun part. This is where you just get kind of relaxed and have, you know, don't make this so serious. Here's another angle brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the dark and I can put a little bit of magenta with it. Coming down here and a tiny bit of the glazing medium on my brush and come down here from the corner like that. Just kind of lift that down like this. There we go. All right, I like that. Maybe a little bit of magenta up here. Just darken that corner and then lift. See, it's a fast brush stroke, lift. Then we're going to take this toothbrush, okay? All right, and I'm going to wet it. Now the toothbrush gets wet, and then you kind of dampen it off. Now you take a little bit of this white, and you can even have a, well, this is fine. A little bit of this white. Take a little bit of like a spray mister. Spray just a tiny bit of water like that. Now, so here you go. See, kind of like that. Now, hold the toothbrush down, and you're going to use your finger and scrape, right? Sometimes I like to use my thumb, and it's like an airbrushy thing. Then I'm going to just do that, okay? Just there, that's all. Nothing too drastic, just that, all right? Now, toothbrush goes in water. Wipe off hands, and now we're going to just dry this, okay? We're going to take a minute and take the hair dryer and just dry it. That's what I want you to do.
Well, you're on a roll now.
We got the outfit, right?
Woo! We got the outfit, boys. We're looking primo.
Start again. Clap and go.
Clap and go.
Come back here, John. Hi. Come back here. Hi, you guys. This is Ginger Cook, and if you're watching, as you're watching my YouTube videos, you're watching this, did you know that I have over 300 videos on YouTube? And one of the things I really would invite you to do is check out some of our playlists. All right? And if you're liking this one, we have one on flowers, we have one on oceans, we have all kinds of playlists. And I know that we could put that pop-down screen up, but I just want to take a moment and say, if you're having fun with us, subscribe to the channel, share your videos, come check us out on our website, gingercooklive.gallery, for more exciting videos too. So thanks for being a YouTube follower and for watching our video, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so everybody's done that, right? And you've kind of dried that. Now, I'm going to take another just sort of clean angle brush, just now you paint on it, right? I'm going to just, you could have washed yours too. This is a dry brush, just with some glazing medium, okay? Then I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow color and the green color and maybe put a tiny bit of magenta with it, kind of turn it into, oh, I don't know, kind of a olive green color, right? And I'm going to come up here from the corner like this and lift. This is just something where you're going to lift. The angle brushes are great for that. Okay, and then maybe we'll darken the green a bit with a little bit more blue. come up like that, overlap it. It's all going to kind of, because it stays very wet and it has a very kind of melted feeling to it. Now, maybe I'll come up here like this, just tap this in here like this, and suggest, I don't know, something's growing over here like that. Okay, and then I will go back with my glazing medium and say, just a bit of white and phthalo blue. How's that? Just something really light. Maybe put a little tiny bit of phthalo green in it, kind of make this turquoise color. Okay, now what happens is you can just wipe off the excess paint, right? And I'm just going to, again, go just something like this. Just come up like this with the brush. Lift. Practice, play a little bit with your brush strokes. Try not to lose all your white, because that's pretty, okay? And then let's see, what else could we do? I mean, this is really fast. And then I'm going to take some dark paint, which would be a magenta and a little bit of phthalo blue, right? And I want to come in here like this, and in the corner here, just using the tip of this brush, I'm going to just, let's see, I even want it darker than that. Let's see, how dark can I make this? There we go, something like this. Here's some sort of little dark weeds that are growing. This is all, you want to just keep it pretty simple. Okay, and maybe we'll take some blue and green and makes another dark color, and I'll just come up here like this, using the edge of this, and just suggest some sort of weeds going this way. Okay, I mean, that's pretty, trying to keep it pretty simple. Now, maybe I'll take a smaller brush. Let's see, I've got one somewhere. You're just going through a lot of brushes today, aren't we? And maybe a little bit of yellow and magenta. Make this pretty kind of orange color, and I'm going to tap this in here. If I'm careful, I can just sort of tap around this. If I touch the blue, it'll change it. All right. Now I'll add that to some green. Okay. Then I'm going to come up here like this. Just add some other layer of I don't know, some sort of fun little weeds, right? Okay. Now, all right. Now this is really fun. I think this is really fun and simple. Now here's my green. Now I'm going to, using just an angle brush, I'm going to come up here like this with a few details. This is all this is. A few details of plants. Okay. You could dry if you wanted to. You could dry. I want this pretty dark. I want this to show up. Here we go. This is like one of the secrets. You have some detail and mostly not. Okay. So all right. So there's that. Okay. Let's do a little something up here to kind of balance it. This is still wet, so what happens with this color is it'll sort of just melt over there and not be as prominent, okay? All right, now you ready? Now take another little brush. You're going, oh, man, more brushes? Yeah. Here's some just white and magenta, okay? And I think I want a little bit of, I'll just do that here. I'm going to just do 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you want to add, you don't have to, there's just, not all of them have flowers, but there's a couple, 3, 4, like that. A couple little flowers right there. I could do a little yellow center. I can make a dot using just the corner of the brush to make a dot in the middle. Like that, for a little yellow center. And maybe just tap on something like this. There you go, a little bit of yellow right in there. Something right up in here like that. Just on the edge of that. And I'd say we're pretty close to done. Now, these are pretty fat. These are like what I call imagination pictures, and they're fun because they allow you to do, quick things. You don't overwork them. This is what these are the colors that you kind of found when you painted this. I think that can be very, very helpful. Now, you could come back, for instance, if you wanted to. Here's some that's Naphtha Crimson. I want Cad Red Medium. You'll see in my pictures I'm always putting Cad Red somewhere, because sometimes I want a color surprise, and Cad Red is such a bright red. The magenta's okay, right? But the Cad Red really stands out. If I put a little bit of Cad Red on a couple of these, just kind of increase the size of those flowers. So just a little bit, maybe here and here, over here like that. Here you go, just on the outside. There, okay. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll just have a couple dots of red somewhere, like that. So that, you guys, is the painting, and that's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be anything else. You know, the toothbrush sort of, you know, implies some sort of spring rain, you know, for me. So if we turn this over like this, I'm just hanging it back on here like this, we've got a fun, fast little painting. Now these are just meant to be really quick. I'm almost time them. You know, I mean, if you keep playing with them, because I know part of you is going to want to come back here and, you know, add some lighter color in here too on this side, which, you know, and part of me wants to do that too, but the whole idea behind this is not to do that, right? Don't do that. Just keep it as simple as you can. Time yourself. I think we did this in about 15 minutes. That's all you want to do. Keep it simple and fun, and just do a bunch of these, and I think you're going to be surprised at how, you know, at what you come up with, and I'll be happy to see what you come up with too. A few little weeds and little grasses, some blended sky. So this is, again, the Golden Liquitex glazing liquid. It's perfect for something like this, and these are great exercises in just almost like piano scales, you know, just learning to relax and figure out fast blending methods and how you can use your materials. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel. These are some little quick things we're doing when John and I travel. Hope you're enjoying it. Feel free to share and with others. We would love to see more of your quick things and to see some of your quick paintings. Come on over to our Facebook club, become a member of that Ginger Cook Acrylic Painting Club, and we'd love to see your lesson, you know, some of the stuff you've done from our tutorials. So thanks for watching. Bye.